Come on. Come on. As Juan Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else, where we do not teach you how to rise to the occasion. We teach you how to fall to your level of preparation. Another one of those days. I walked in saying we just knock out 6 miles, ended up doing 8, particularly because it's late August, it's a Friday night, and you already know where it goes. That's South Florida too. I'm in South Florida now too. So it's high school football memories just rushing back on these Friday nights. Let me just tell you something my coach told me. All right, there's no better feeling than a Friday night win under the lights in your community after you've played your ass off. After you've played your ass off, you put your ass into those 4 quarters and you come out with a victory. Don't give a shit where you are right now. Anybody will tell you who's never felt it. There's no better feeling than that. A Friday night after you put your ass into a football game and you come out victorious, no better feeling. All of that, saying all that, brings me to the topic of today's Move Swiftly thought, all right? Talking to you about why I'm a diehard, all right? We're in the last weekend, approaching the last weekend of college football. There's a college football game going on. I believe it's tonight or tomorrow night. I believe it's getting kicked off. One of the games are getting kicked off early. But in terms of just Labor Day, the start of Labor Day, we got a slate of college football games. All that's coming a week from today. And then right after that, we got NFL football. And my 2 teams, the diehard teams that I'm a diehard fan, the Michigan Wolverines and the Washington Redskins or the Washington Commanders, whichever one. Don't give a shit. Honestly, I'd prefer the Redskins, but regardless, just put up wins. That's kind of been my take on the situation from day one. Although I would like to see them go back to the Redskins, but whatever's gonna get the wins is what's gonna get the wins. Shit, I already started winning games as a Commanders. Fuck. All right, so why I'm a diehard? I'm gonna make it short and sweet because I can get very, very long-winded when I'm talking about these organizations, these 2 programs that have really molded my ambition, molded the way I think, really I live and die when they I hurt to this day when they lose, and I am victorious. I'm incredibly happy when they win. I still live and die with the wins and losses of these 2 teams because as a player now, these were 2 teams that I knew very, very early on that I was never going to be good enough to play for, actually. But I tell you, man, just being a fan of them made the difference, all the difference in the world in being a player because you put your all into it. You get all the great things that this game provides. When you look at programs, you look at the professionals do it, you look at the ones who are doing it at that elite level and maintaining that elite dominance over a period of time. Listen, man, it shapes what you are all about as an adult. I'm telling you from personal experience. This is not me asking. This is me telling you what has happened, all right? So as far as the Redskins, it's just, listen, when you grow up in the DMV, it's like president and then who's the Redskins quarterback. It's right there. They're both on the same level playing field. It's the Washington Redskins, what's going on with the Skins, and whatever's happening in the White House. And in my world, because I played and because my dad was that one of those type of dudes that always was into politics and talking politics, and it got kind of annoying over time, I leaned into what was going on with the Redskins, and it got up in you, the burgundy and golden got up in me, and I've always been a fan since. There's been some rough years as a Redskins fan, which is why I love the fact that they played their ass off this year, but I've learned not to get excited after 1 year because of everything we lived through with RG3 and Jason Campbell and Jim Zorn and Mark Brunell and all that bullshit. Listen, man, I want a Super Bowl. We want a Super Bowl. We want at least a Super Bowl appearance this year, and then I believe that we have an opportunity, but I don't like to get too much into the hype because I don't want to jinx anything. So that's why that's what made me a diehard Redskins fan. Now, the Michigan fan thing, it came later on in life because I played college football. I got to the school I wanted to. The team nickname that I played for, Stony Brook, we were the Sea Wolves, right? Wolverines. But the main reason I'm a Michigan fan, it's like an absolutely sickening, psychotic one, is because when I played football for the White Oak Warriors, we wore the wing helmets, the Michigan uniforms and all that. And as those years went by, what I had to live through during those years, I had to watch my coach pass away on the field, the brotherhood that became that I was a part of at that time before the White Oak Warriors moved to the Pop Warner League. When the reason we left is because we kind of got duped out of a Super Bowl by having 2 players miss weight, and so much of what we were about before we became that silver and black White Oak Warriors that you see today, that really built the resilience and adversity in terms of what we were about. So those wing helmets and what those wing helmets represent to me, it's one of those things where ever since that day in elementary school, I've been a Michigan fan ever since. Even though I went to good counsel and we used to wear the Notre Dame colors and all that kind of stuff, and even Stony Brook is the Ohio State colors. I went there back when we had the Ohio State colors. I've always maintained a fan of the Michigan Wolverines because those wing helmets that block them and the uniforms and everything I lived through before football became riddled with business and politics and what this one knew and who this one knew and all sorts of things. When back when during those times when we wore those Michigan helmets, the game really was, that was the last time the game was really just pure. Guys playing with each other, and that's why no matter what happens, you're gonna see me rocking with the gold and rocking with the Maize and Blue no matter what. So Maize and Blue, go Blue, and hell boom! Go Skins, baby. Go Skins. All right, main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work. It's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one, Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.